Man, oh man, Piccolo, Piccolo, Piccolo. Piccolo has become a jobber on Dragon Ball Super though. And you know what? Piccolo is not real. I mean, I'm not saying that we all should share tears and cry about this or anything like that. But it's really kind of sad though how badly Piccolo's fallen. And I've mentioned this in the past about Piccolo on how they're utilizing him because the direction that they're going with Piccolo, because I said this at the beginning, like around episode 10 or 11 on Dragon Ball Super, I did not like the direction that they was taking Piccolo. Because I said it myself. I don't know what they're doing with Piccolo, but I am not liking this direction where they're going with him. Ever since Frieza came to Earth and, he got killed and everything like that, I knew right then. I said, you know what? They don't really have no plans for Piccolo. They had no plans for this guy. Piccolo has become a jobber on Dragon Ball Super. I mean, it just goes to show, man. I mean, he's basically babysitting. He's basically Gohan's bitch now. You know, he's a babysitter. He's Gohan's little bitch now. I mean, I'm sorry though. I mean, I know there's a lot of Piccolo fans out there. Look, I like Piccolo too, man, but the guy has fallen off bad. You might as well say that they pulled a fucking Dragon Ball GT on us. I mean, hell, if you're not gonna do anything with Piccolo, you might well should kill his ass. Might well should kill him. He might as well should remain dead at the beginning of Dragon Ball Super when Frieza actually killed him. He might as well should remain dead. Like, what was the point of even bringing this guy back if you're not gonna do anything with him? But it's not really Piccolo's fault. I mean, it's the writer's fault. It's their fault that they don't have no ideas with Piccolo. And as much as I like Goku Vegeta, I love Goku and Vegeta. As much as I like those guys, you would think that they would take the attention off of them just a little bit. Like, look, we know what Super Saiyan God Blue, and we know what it's all about. We know how strong Super Saiyan God is and what it's capable of doing. Okay, so take the attention off of Goku and Vegeta a little bit, and let's just focus on Piccolo. Like, has Piccolo reached his limit? Because I've been thinking that a lot though. If this is the strongest that Piccolo is ever going to get, because I believe Piccolo has reached his limit though. I truly believe he reached his limit. I don't think Piccolo is ever going to get any stronger because if they're going to have him babysit Pan and become Gohan's bitch and everything like that, I mean, if they're going to have him do all that stuff, apparently they don't think too much of Piccolo. They don't think too much of him like they used to back in the Dragon Ball Z days, though. And I guess that we all just gonna have to just accept it, even though it sucks. But we're just gonna have to accept it, though, because the way they're going with this, they're focused on Goku and Vegeta a lot more than they're focused on Piccolo. But you know what I would do if those writers say, "Hey, my opinion. What would you do? How would you make Piccolo a badass again?" Let's just say if Toriyama and those people down there, I mean, I know they're all probably Japanese and they probably don't speak good English. But let's say if they did spoke good English and say, hey, my opinions, what would you do to make Piccolo a badass again? Like, what would you do? Like, can you give us any ideas? Now, this is what I would do with Piccolo. Number one, this is what I would do with him. I would turn Piccolo back the way he was. Not evil, he's still a good guy, and he would still fight alongside with Goku and them. If any evil or any threat come to Earth, I would still make him that. I would still keep him in that role as a good guy, but I would make him where he would have to distance himself from Gohan and them and say, "Look, I allow myself to get too close to y'all. I think it would be better if I keep my distance away from y'all and I just be left alone. Because ever since I got too close to y'all, I became too weak. I became too weak and I started caring too much. Weak. And that's where Piccolo say like, hey, it was nice knowing y'all, but I'm going my separate ways. But again, I would still have Piccolo as a good guy, but I would have him where he would want to be alone like he used to be in Dragon Ball Z. He was the kind of guy that would want to be alone, and he would train. I mean, he never trained as hard as Goku and Vegeta done, but I would still have him do some training and stuff like that. But that's what I would do with Piccolo. I would have Piccolo motivated. I would have him where he said to himself, like, I can't believe I allowed myself to get too close to Gohan and his daughter and them. It made me so weak. I need to get back focused on being who I was. Not evil, but being the way what he was. He had some unfinished business with Goku. Piccolo should go back to that. Not to kill Goku, but him and Goku still have some unfinished business. Piccolo needs to go back to that. He needs to be that unpredictable character again. Like you will never know if he will kill you, or he needs to go back to that, being very unpredictable. And I think it would basically revive Piccolo, and basically kind of get him back on his feet again a little bit. And people, in my opinion, would start caring a little bit more about Piccolo. That's what I would do with Piccolo. I would have him do that. Now, that's just my idea on what I would do with Piccolo. If they would ever ask me what would I do and to bring Piccolo back and make him to a badass again. But that's what I would do. Have Piccolo go his separate way with Gohan and them. If Gohan and them ever be in danger, he doesn't really be there. You can't expect him to be there though. But I think that right there would be good. I mean, I would have Piccolo where he kind of hold a grudge a little bit and saying like, I was once Gohan's teacher and my student has actually surpassed me. Ever since Vegeta became a good guy and started having kids, he became a lot stronger than me. And, it's like nobody doesn't depend on me no more to be, what I'm saying? Piccolo needs to be like that. And, kind of like a Vegeta. You guys remember how Vegeta used to be. Vegeta used to always hated that Goku was just always one step ahead of him. And I think Piccolo needs that kind of motivation. He needs that kind of motivation. Not like hate motivation, but that kind of motivation on want to stay next to the level with Goku and Vegeta. That's the kind of motivation piece, Because I truly believe that Piccolo deserves to be right there in that spotlight with Goku and Vegeta. Instead of always being Goku and Vegeta, which I don't have a problem with that, Goku and Vegeta need like a third strongest partner, and that's Piccolo. They need Piccolo there right next to him. And I think that would be a great idea, in my opinion, to really bring Piccolo back and make him to a badass again. But that's what I would do with him, though, in my opinion, though. Now, some people's talking about a super Namek god. Would I turn him into a super Namek god? Yeah, I probably would. A different color, though. But yeah, they could make him into a super Namek god, though. I heard a rumor that they was going to make him a super Namek god, though. But I guess the rumors are fake, though. But if they make him a super Namek god, I mean, why not? Make him a super Namek god. Instead of always focuses on a Saiyan God. Like we already know about Super Saiyan God. Let's see something new about Piccolo. Let's see what he can do. Let's see did Piccolo unlock all his potential and his fighting potential. Let's see what he got. Let's see what the Namets can do when they become gods. Just for a minute and see what he can do. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that, though. That's just my thoughts on what I think about Piccolo so far, on what I would do with the guy if they would ever decide to repackage him. But that's what I would do with Piccolo, in my opinion, though. But we know it would never happen, though. But I was just saying. But anyway, I'm out. Peace.